Next, we're going to work on our footwork. It's really important that we can use footwork while dribbling so we can really throw off that defender. Sometimes we're going to need to be able to connect the ball in our body with our footwork, and sometimes we're going to need to disconnect. If we can disconnect, we can really throw them off and make them think we're going right or left while moving the ball in a different direction. So now I'm going to start with connecting the ball and my body just so you can see that first and you can really work on that. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take 2 dribbles and we're just going to move our feet in a different direction. So I'm going to go first side, then I'm going to go angled, then I'm going to go forward, and then I'm going to go cross. So it's really just going to look like this. 2 dribbles, 1, 2, side. 1, 2, angled. 1, 2, forward. 1, 2, side. And then you're just going to keep repeating that process, and then you're going to switch hands. After that, you're going to do the same thing with the same side foot as the ball. So I'm going to use my right leg, and I'm going to dribble with my right hand, and I'm just going to quick stunt dribble, back, 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 back. This is really going to throw off that defender because they're going to back up. It's going to be your stunt dribble because you're just stunning at them. You're almost flinching with your foot. You do that with the other hand and the other foot, and you got that covered. After that, we want to be able to do it different directions with our feet. So this is going to be our cross jab. Our cross jab is going to be crossing the ball to the other side of our body and then jabbing with the opposite foot in a different direction. So it's just going to look like this: cross, jab, cross, jab. And I really want you to notice I'm really taking my body all the way to the side. So make sure you drop your shoulder and that hip to the opposite side to really sell this move. And you also want to make sure that when you dribble and then you step after the ball hits the ground. You want to hear the sound and then step. Because if you do it too early, you're not going to give yourself a chance to really throw off the defender. If you can throw off that defender, that's what our goal is to do. So again, you're going to do the same thing: cross, jab. Really drop that hip and get low and really just feel that motion. After that, you can do the same thing between the legs. It's going to be our between jab. Between jab, opposite. Wait till it hits the ground, opposite. Wait till it hits the ground, opposite. Same thing with our behind the back, opposite. Over again, opposite. Again, opposite. Again, opposite. After you master that, you can now do it from the free throw line area. You're just going to find a line, and you want to be able to just go quickly over that line over and over again. So I'm right here, and I'm just going to use this red line right here, the lane line, and I'm just going to go cross jab over and over again. So I'm just quickly cross jab, 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 cross jab. After that, you can really speed it up, and you just take no time off the clock. You just go quick. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, quickly. And then after that, you can do between the legs. Our between the legs is going to be the same thing. We're going quickly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice when you go slow, it throws you off a little bit, but that's okay. Once you speed it up, you won't make any mistakes. So take your time, get to the point where you can speed it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Make sure your foot is going over the line. If your foot's not going over the line, you know you're not doing something right. Make sure you get it over the line and really sell that move. Move your body all the way to the opposite side. Shift your weight. You're going to notice that the defender is going to have to choose. Do I go with their body or do I go with their ball? And then you're just going to have a lot of options out of it. So next, I'm going to do my behind the back jab, where we just go behind, 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 behind. After you master that, you're going to notice you can move on to the next thing, which is doing it full speed. So we're going to start down here, and we're just going to go cross jab, cross jab. Again, we're here. 1, 2, cross, jab, right? And so when you figure that out, you can now know that if you want to go left or right, it's going to depend on how the defender reacts. So if I start with the ball in my right hand and I go cross, jab, if the defender goes with the ball, that means I can just cross the ball back over and go this way. But if the defender goes with the body, I'm going to have to go opposite, right? So if I go here, right, I'm going between my legs, and then I jab opposite, he goes with my body, that means he's going this way. So now I just keep going this way. So you're just gonna rep that out from the baseline over and over again. You're gonna pick which one you wanna do. They're guarding you a certain way and you're gonna go. So after that, you can now just do a bunch of reps and get started.